Okay, and welcome back everyone to more Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. I am going to apologize now if there's even bigger performance hit. I am trying to upload the previous episode right now because I do really want to get that out to everyone. Why is there time on my screen that says 4 p.m.? That's weird. Maybe it's a new thing for that mod. That also looks really weird. More of my mods were updated while I was away. Unfortunately, had to turn off my Lua memory manager mod because it kept. Once I ticked the box to allow outdated mods, when I stopped the last recording and was trying to get all my settings right, that one kept throwing UI errors that would not go away, so I had to turn it off until it gets updated. Another one that was throwing me errors actually got updated while I was away. But let's jump right in here. I hope I got most things.
Please! Someone! We need help!
Actually, I think that is one thing that I did not get fixed. Yes, we want subtitles on.
There's an armiger injured on the road outside Seydanin. So much blood! They need help!
Tell me what happened.
I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasa on a mission for Lord Vivec, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasa sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Seydanin. Will you help them?
Somebody's geeking out about the Silt Strider. I'll go find Canon Valasa. Nice horns. And what is going on over here? I have no idea what this even is. What is this? That is really, really weird. It's like coming from, it's like 2 different mods. I really don't know what mod is putting this here. Let's put that up there for now because I don't know how to get rid of it. And there's still a ton of people around. It's just to be expected. Just a lot of people pre-ordered. Oops, there's our book.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivec, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
What happened at the ancestral tomb?
Lord Vivec sent the 3 of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivec bestowed upon us.
3 of you? You mentioned another priest?
Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivec's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the 3 grant him wisdom.
I can go to the tomb and help Canon Levoul.
Donizer, what's wrong? Someone help!
Hi,
Why, the
Azura.
3! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vvardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura,
told you well.
the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivec, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander.
That's because I'm
I'm
awesome.
surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us.
What just happened here?
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke
Well,
through
was it
her.
me or did she just get really
I've heard
quiet?
of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb.
Tell me about your mission at the tomb.
We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee.
Daedra.
Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger.
What's the buoyant armiger?
The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain.
Now we can play dumb. Red Mountain?
Where are you from? Children learn of Red
Morrowind.
Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vvardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber.
Tell me more about Azura.
Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivec's wrath?
Lord Vivec and Azura don't get along?
What do they teach you where you come from?
Oh.
Lord Vivec's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. Vivec stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vvardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along.
Wow, rude. Again, we can play dumb. Who's Lord Vivec?
You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods
Maybe.
of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivec's questions.
Vivec's a living god?
Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivec City. Lord Vivec sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
Yeah, who keeps doing that weird red glowiness and everything? So as you can see, we have one hell of a place to explore here in Vvardenfell. There's another quest over here. How far away is that, really? Hard to tell. Let's go grab it. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Not too far.
Bah!
Hello.
Dolk. Yes. Hello. What are you doing out in the middle of nowhere? Going for a walk?
Maybe.
This one often walks. Around here, I mean.
Are you alright? You seem nervous.
Nervous? Me? Ha! Do not make this one laugh. Hollins here is just Just horrible. Bandits kicked this one out of his home and stole his crops. Halindir is just a simple farmer, you see. They will make me a starving pauper.
I could help you.
You will help? Oh, bless you. This one planted his crops in a cavern nearby. Zain Sipilu, please, retrieve my notes and poison the water. Without proper irrigation, the plants will wither. It pains me to kill them, but these bandits must not prosper.
I'll collect these notes and poison the crops for you.
You are a true hero, Walker. A brave and noble warrior. Falora and I are forever in your debt.
What exactly are you growing in there?
Sorry, I was just... Hey! You and I have the same belt buckle. What are the chances, huh?
Don't change the subject.
I am sorry. This one is a nervous wreck. Halindir is growing a rare Khajiiti herb. Very delicate and very desirable. Good for seasoning fish and soothing the humors. Satisfied?
Yeah, I actually did this quest in PTS. Yeah, anyone want to wager a guess what he's growing in there? We'll see.
Do not worry, Walker. You can depend on Halindir.
Who's this? Allura?
Falora is this one's loyal farmhand. She is not very bright, and she is very lazy. Always scribbling notes and asking silly questions. But I keep her on anyway. Halindir always does right by his friends.
Can't you look for a better farmhand?
I could, but this one likes Falora. Plus, she probably knows too much.
Knows too much about what?
Oh, she knows too much about my farming practices. Yes. Halindir has many secret farming tricks, like using fish heads and guar dung for fertilizer. But this one has already said too much, yes?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right, that's an dub. We'll go ahead and do this one first. I need to figure out what is adding that other and quite strange little quest thing that passed the time. And bloody well get rid of it.
I can't let Lord Vivec down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do? Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivec be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivec's inquiries.
I'll help you enter the tomb and ask your questions.
As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber.
What kind of help?
Take this scroll with Lord Vivec's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready.
I'd like to ask a few questions before we enter the tomb.
I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend?
Why does Lord Vivec want to contact your ancestor?
I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead ancestor.
Tell me about your ancestor.
A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrino occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sothasil and was counted among his companions before the tribunal rose to power.
Who is Sothasil?
Who's Sothasil? It's like asking who are Vivec and Almalexia. They are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer. Sothasil is the architect of time and the binder of oblivion. If you want to know more, we can talk after we've finished.
Well, people in chat. Tell me about the creatures in the tomb.
Well, I can tell you why they weren't here the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasa thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivec's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Right then, I'm ready. Let's enter the tomb.
Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivec's questions. Now come, let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door.
Lead the way.
Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra.
Yeah, I really have no idea what is adding that extra thing on my screen. Like, I've never seen it before. Well, I guess you can say now all of you know
Creatures attacked as
exactly
soon
what
as
time
we
it
entered
is,
the
so
Hall of
fine.
Remembrance.
Oh, nothing to loot over here? Shame.
This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate. We're nearly there. Then we can summon my ancestor. The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivec's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivec has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivec's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander.
Lord Vivec asks, the heart of the world, key to ascension. Should I be filled with apprehension?
Ah, Lord Vivec always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions, as my time here is short.
Lord Vivec asks, has the enemy of old returned? So devious and bold.
An enemy of old, yes. But not the one that Vivec presumes.
Lord Vivec asks, did Sothasil, in his unending crusade, know our divinity would shrivel and fade?
Sothasil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple. Now, back to sleep.
I hope that's what Lord Vivec needed. Let's talk outside.
When I did this on PTS, I was pretty much alone, so I got to do all the fighting myself. There was way too many people around. Guess this was what everything was like when ESO first released back in 2014.
Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivec City. Have you been there? Oh, it's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. Hey, you should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivec.
Did you understand what your ancestor told us?
Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received.
Yeah.
Not that I expected you. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivec City, to help me explain what my ancestors said.
I can help recount what happened here.
Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Saint-Denis to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivec City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivec will want to reward you for assisting me.
I'll meet you in Vivec City.
I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivec City, head directly for Lord Vivec's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned.
You said I could ask you more about the tribunal after we finished your mission.
Of course. As I said, the tribunal consists of our three living gods, Vivec, Almalexia, and Sothasil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmer society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivec, but honor the entire tribunal.
Do all Dark Elves follow the tribunal?
Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
Sounds like people in chat are being like game character racist here. Oh, whoops. I hope that doesn't affect the recording in a negative way. I accidentally hit my freaking start button. I'm gonna need to get a damn disable on that or something. Like, it can be handy when you want to get yourself out of a full screen game and you don't have anything open, so alt tabbing is kind of wonky because you have nothing but your desktop to go to. But I have a nasty habit of accidentally hitting it. Oh, that's right. I have to actually go there myself. My bad. Because I don't know where any of the other way shrines are. Yeah, in Morrowind, the roads are not as safe as they were in the rest of Tamriel. They have actually put monsters right smack dab in the middle of some of the roads. Vivec City is incredible. Actually, what is this for? Fighters Guild, yes, we want to grab these, because you don't get ready for adventure. The Fighters Guild is looking for strong hearts and stout arms to combat the Daedric threat. Seek out Ancestor and Saint Dallin Canton today. I should find Ancestor at the Fighters Guild. Yeah, because you don't get the Fighters and Mage Guild skill lines until you start each one. Do you hunger for knowledge? The Mages Guild seeks only the most talented, smartest, and skilled for its ranks. Do you have what it takes? Seek out Grenier at the Vivec City Guild Hall in St. Dallin Canton. I should find that person at the Mages Guild. And I'm going to butcher all of these names. Oops, I don't want to go this way. Stuff over there. I want to break down a bunch of this stuff that I picked up. We'll hang on to like one of the bows. I don't need the staffs though. I might do like bow for my second weapon when we get it. just doing this on camera right now because I just want to get this rubbish we picked up, some of it out of our inventory, because we do have a really small inventory at the moment. I was gonna say, do we still have the right quest marks? I see another thing telling us to go inside. Somebody that already has their bear companion ultimate unlocked. Yeah, even though I played in the PTS and got to roam around here a bit, I'm sure I will still get lost constantly. Palace is over here. And another white shrine. That is definitely convenient that there is a direct way shrine to the temple. Yeah, 10,000 steps to get up.
Praise Vivec!
That mountain? Yeah, that's nothing. Look at all those stairs. Oh my, look at all these people.
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord Vivec, we don't need the help of this outlander.
Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
Thank you. That guy's a
As
bad.
you say, I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Lavul, and let us speak.
So many damn people.
Canon Level says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander?
What kind of help do you need, Lord Vivec?
I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god?
Of course, Lord Vivec. I can provide a fresh perspective.
Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery.
I don't think Archcanon Travis wants my help.
The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed.
When I first arrived, I saw a vision of Azura.
The Daedric Prince? I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return.
Was what the ancestor said helpful?
Levul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when the fruit grows certain. I require more information on these matters, hence the need for the divination ritual.
Of course, and we are going to end it off right there and pick back up with this quest in the next episode. Thank you all for watching.